When I first learned how to cook, I didn't salt nothing. And nothing ever tasted good. A sheet pan dinner. Okay, we are going to spray our pan, and we're going to use this pork tenderloin. It is roasted garlic and herb. Got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. I'm just going to take this right out and pop it right on our sheet pan. Kind of right in the middle. We're going to take us some potatoes and we're going to put them on one side, and we're going to take some Brussels sprouts and put on the other. Make these kind of like big bite size. Okay guys, I think I'm going to change sheet pans. I don't think I need a big one. I think I just need a small one. Now I'm going to put these potatoes right on. Go ahead and put these potatoes right on. I just feel like that was just way too big. Okay, we're going to add our salt and pepper right down the side on our potatoes. Just a little bit. We want to get them good and seasoned, but we don't want to season the pork roast anymore. So. Okay, we're going to take about 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and we're going to put right on these potatoes. About 3. I don't know if I want to use Brussels sprouts or green beans. I think I'll use Brussels sprouts. I went ahead and washed them. I just felt like I needed to wash them. And we're going to cut these Brussels sprouts in half. And put them on the other side of our pork loin. These look really nice. We all need a quick and easy Sunday dinner. And if your Brussels sprouts are a little big, you can cut them into thirds. I have to say, I was probably in my 50s before I ever had my first Brussels sprout. In my 50s. And I'm 61. So, not too long ago. And I think they taste like little cabbages. I absolutely love them. All right, super, super easy. We're going to do the same thing on this side. We're going to put a little bit of salt and pepper. A little bit of olive oil. I'll put a couple tablespoons. Okay, I'm just going to kind of move it around just a little with my hands. And now I'm going to do the same thing with the potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and cover this before I put it in the oven. 375 degrees for 1 hour to 1 hour and 15 minutes. And we're going to cover it till about the last 15 minutes or so. Okay, we got a special request today. My husband has requested some deviled eggs, and I haven't made them in so long. So we're going to make some deviled eggs today. We're going to make a few extra also. That can last a couple days. Okay. I'm going to cook about 10 eggs, but we're probably going to use about 6 for the deviled eggs. Now we're going to fill it up with water and bring it to a boil. And I got to thinking, I can't really remember. I know I made deviled eggs for you guys, but I can't remember when I made deviled eggs. Okay, I'd say about 3 to 4 tablespoons of Duke's mayonnaise, or whatever kind of mayonnaise you use. Okay, I have I have some whole sweet pickles, but I'm just going to cut them up and make me a little relish. Now, I love pickle relish. Some people like dill. I'm using sweet. Probably one more, because I love the pickles in the, I didn't put up any pickles this year. I normally do every 2 or 3 years, but I haven't. And this is my second year of not doing pickles. So, you know, canning pickles. I'm going to chop them up kind of fine. Normally I make them the day before, but it's been, I don't even know what day it is half the time anymore. I've been so busy this week. We had to go to Raleigh for a doctor's appointment for my husband. I've had to work. It's just been a wild, wild week. So we're going to put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Got our sweet pickles in. I always put in about a couple teaspoons of prepared mustard. Okay, I'm going to chop up just a little bit of onion. Probably about a couple tablespoons. But I'm not going to put them in all the deviled eggs because I don't eat raw onion. But my husband, he really loves the onion in his, so I'm going to make his with raw onion. He'll really like it. And I am going to chop them up kind of fine. Woo, if you need a good cry, chop an onion. Okay, we're going to take these onions and put them right in this container. We're not going to use them all, but I can always use them for something else. And I've already got them chopped up, so we're good to go. And when I get half of the deviled eggs made, I'll pull out the onions and put them in the deviled eggs. About a teaspoon of sugar. Comment down below and let me know what you put in your deviled eggs. If you put onions in or whatever you put in. Some people put radishes. Some people put cucumbers. Tell me what you put in your deviled eggs. And we're going to stick our little deviled egg mixture right in the refrigerator, and we're going to let it set until our eggs cool and we're ready to make our deviled eggs. Okay guys, we got our eggs all peeled. Went ahead and peeled them. Could not find my deviled egg plate, so we're going to put them in this little plate. It might be at my other house. I don't know. My other house still has not sold yet, but that's okay. Okay, these eggs are cooled. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put the yolk right in, and we're just going to place these in our little tray. And I should have put some vinegar. If you put vinegar in while they're boiling, you won't get the black around your rings. And if you have, now this is what I do, like if you have one that breaks or messed up, what I do is I just crumble it up real fine and where it doesn't look good, and I put it right in the mixture. We don't waste any of it. Actually, I think it makes it taste better. Put a little bit of white in there. Okay. All right, so we used 4 eggs, and actually we used 2 that kind of got messed up. And I'm going to keep, I have 4 left, and I'm going to keep those this week for salads or something like that. As a Southerner, I'll give you a little tip. Do not take potato salad or anything to a potluck without tasting it. Make sure it's seasoned with salt and pepper. It's real important. And I don't say that to be rude or anything, but if if that's your main thing that you bring to a potluck and you don't season it, you'll bring it back home. You want to make sure it's good and salted. So let me get a little spoon and we're going to try it. A little bit of salt, just a touch of pepper. That is so good. I used to never salt my food. When I first learned how to cook, I didn't salt nothing. I just assumed you salted it after it went on your plate. And nothing ever tasted good. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start filling these eggs. We're going to fill 4 first. I probably should have moved this one over here. 4 with onions and 4 without. Because I will not eat them if they have onions in it. Just won't. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we'll put about a tablespoon of fine chopped onions. You'll love that. You can put jalapenos, you can do whatever you want. But my husband will love the onion. Then I'll save the rest of this for my husband because he will love a egg salad sandwich with tomatoes. He will love that. Okay. Okay, there's our deviled eggs. Aren't they gorgeous? They're going to be really good. I'm going to stick these in the refrigerator and we're going to be having deviled eggs with our sheet pan dinner. I just went and took the foil off that top of that sheet pan and we're going to be eating about 15-20 minutes, so it goes really fast. Okay guys, this is looking gorgeous, but we're not quite done with it. We are going to take, and I love this Heinz caramelized onion thyme gravy. Love it. I can make a great gravy, but I love this. We're going to pour it where the potatoes are and right there on our pork. We're going to kind of leave the Brussels sprouts alone. I'm just going to kind of stir the Brussels sprouts just a little. Then we're going to stick that back in the oven for about 15 minutes and then we're going to eat. Y'all want to see something amazing? That is amazing. And we've got our delicious deviled eggs by special request. Tell my husband, I'm going to say it's time to eat. He's doing good. He's sitting in chairs. He sat in the car all the way to the doctor the other day. He's doing great. And so he's still, he's still got about 4 more weeks, 4 to 6 more weeks of recovery, but he is doing great. Back surgery is nothing to sneeze at, but he is doing great. Wow, this looks so pretty. I don't even want to cut it. We're going to go ahead and cut our pork loin. Oh, it is perfect. Not too, it is very, very tender. That's why I like to do these little pork loins. And I like to make little sliders out of them. I think they're so good. Oh, it smells heavenly. We're going to get out some potatoes. And yes, the gravy did get into the Brussels sprouts, but that's okay because it is so good on the Brussels sprouts. Just gonna pour a little bit of that gravy right on top of that pork. Oh, it's just so good. Okay guys, I'm gonna try this deviled egg. I don't know why I hadn't made these in a while. They're so good. Oh my gosh. Favorite things is the potatoes with the gravy and then a little bit of Brussels sprout. Oh my gosh. Like butter. Like butter. Now let's take some of this pork. You can just take this pork with your fork. Oh my gosh. This is a meal, I say it every Sunday, don't I? This is a meal fit for a king and a queen. I want to say thank you guys for watching, for commenting, for coming, hanging out with me in my kitchen today. You're the best audience on YouTube. You're so loving and so kind. Thank you for blessing my life. I hope you try this recipe. You're going to love it. You guys go. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.